Hello, internet! It's been a while. Once upon a time, YouTube was a thing that I used to do, and then law school happened. I'm not gonna sit here and make excuses or apologize for not posting. You guys know I'm in school right now, and that has to be the most important thing in my life, and quite frankly, I have not had time, and when I have time off, I'm sleeping. That being said, I have no plans to abandon this channel whatsoever. I love making videos when I do have the time, and I love interacting with you guys, and for some reason that I totally don't understand, people have kept subscribing even though I wasn't posting, so I'm just incredibly flattered, and hello to any new viewers. Thanks to those of you who have stuck around, and I guess let's probably get into the real part of the video. So to ease myself back into filming, I thought I would do a video that I personally really love watching, and that is my 2015 reading goals, because technically it's still the beginning of 2015, I still have time, it's January, this counts. Last year was not a great reading year for me. I was really busy with my senior thesis, and then I started law school right away, and I was working in between, and I think at the end of the year I only managed to read about 21 or 22 books. I also had a bunch of resolutions that I talked about at the beginning of last year, and I only managed to complete one of them, and that was to finish all of the major works of Jane Austen. So this year I'm going to be taking it pretty easy with my reading goals, starting with my reading challenge. I'm challenging myself to read 30 books. I still think that'll be a challenge because that's more than I read last year, but it's not such a big number that I don't think I will come close. It's a safe yet challenging number. Like I said, I want to keep this super simple this year, so I only actually have one more reading goal, and that is to finish The Lord of the Rings. I'm currently a couple of chapters into Two Towers. I'm loving it so far. I've gotten about halfway through Two Towers 3 times now, so maybe third time's the charm. Oh, side note, yes, I did see The Hobbit, and I have very mixed feelings about it, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody because I know a lot of people loved it, so I was gonna do a review, but I think it'll turn into a rant, so probably not actually gonna do that. I do have a few booktube related goals, and the first one of those is to try and post at least twice a month. Last year I was trying to do once a week, and I realized quite quickly that my weeks are so different reading wise and workload wise that sometimes it just wasn't practical. If I get 2 up a month, I will be happy with that. I also really need to catch up on my tags, so that's my second booktube goal, is to catch up on tags. My final booktube goal for 2015 is that I want to post more reviews, and I know I said this last year, and I know that every booktuber says this, but I think I could actually make this happen this year. Because I'll be reading fewer books, I'll be spending more time with them, and I'll be able to kind of consolidate my thoughts more and kind of give more in-depth reviews and discussion videos, and I really do want to make an active effort to do that this year. And lastly, this is sort of a resolution, but not really. I am declaring this year the year of Miyazaki. I have been a lifelong fan of Studio Ghibli and Miyazaki, and I believe that around the time all of my friends were obsessed with Disney princesses, I was obsessed with Kiki's Delivery Service and My Neighbor Totoro. Basically what I want to do this year is watch as many Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli films as possible and then review them here on the channel like I would a book. Hopefully that's something you guys are interested in, because I'm gonna do it anyways. So those were all of my reading and booktube goals for 2015, and now I just want to sneak a quick little haul in here. It's a holiday haul and it's really not that long, so I'm just gonna throw it in at the end because I don't think it would make its own video. The first book I have to show you guys I actually got before Christmas, and this I got from Quirk Books. This is The Resurrectionist by E.B. Hudspeth. Author names, they're always gonna get me. This is basically a fake anatomy book for mythical creatures, which I find incredibly interesting. The illustrations are super cool. Hopefully I will be doing a full review on this at some point. Moving on to Christmas presents, I had a very Tolkien-centric holiday, which I loved, of course, and the first book that I got I don't actually have with me, but it was a new copy of The Hobbit. The other Tolkien-related book I got was a biography. This is J.R.R. Tolkien, Author of the Century by Tom Shippey. If you guys are fans of the Lord of the Rings extended editions at all, the author is actually featured in the extended editions quite a lot. He talks a lot about Tolkien's background and what inspired him to write the stories. And actually the last book that I got, I told you guys this was a short haul, is a graphic novel, and this is Are You My Mother by Alison Bechdel. I am super excited to finally get my hands on a copy of this. I read her first graphic novel, Fun Home, as an undergrad, and I've reread it multiple times. I love it. That one is about her relationship with her father, and this one is about her relationship with her mother. So I'm very interested to see the other side of the story. I was given Howl's Moving Castle by Miyazaki, so this goes right along with my year of Miyazaki, and I cannot wait to watch this one. I read the book when I was 12, so what was that? That was like 11 years ago? God. So I'm going to reread the book before I watch this one, and I think I will do a book and movie review for this one. And lastly, I picked up The Hobbit Desolation of Smaug Extended Edition. I'm not gonna get as excited as I did last year because quite frankly I'm still embarrassed about how giddy I was on camera with the first extended edition. This is actually only available at Walmart in the US. For some reason I don't understand, and I don't normally shop at Walmart, and I was freaking out that I couldn't find it. So my bestest mom in the whole world made a special trip, picked this up for me, and it makes me so happy. If you guys have any ability to get your hands on this and you like the Hobbit movies, I highly suggest you just go ahead and get the extended edition. There's like 24 minutes of extra footage in here, and when my brother and I watched it, we could not believe how much they cut. It actually 100% completely changes how I viewed this movie in particular. Love it. It's mine. My precious. Okay, cutting off. All right, you guys, I'm out of light, so I gotta go. I gotta go work on some homework, but we got out of class early today, so that was exciting. Hence I got to film a video. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic holiday season and actually just a fantastic second half of your year, since I kind of like wasn't around to see how people were doing. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I think that's what I say. And I will see you next time. Bye! Let me find my notebook and get my head together. A great reading month. A second and final reading post at... What is the word? I now have... Alright, before I turn the camera off, I would just like to mention that I have 33 minutes of footage to edit because I lost my train of thought in the middle of filming, dropped a few books, and am completely out of practice.